Good evening, ladies. This is EAngel with Black Girl Nerds. We are playing No Man's Sky. We are working on the No Man's Sky Expedition 20 beachhead. So we are going to get started. So we are in the expedition. We did phase 1 earlier. Check out the video. Now we're going to phase 2. We need to reach the second rendezvous and then relocate the time lost wreck, which we're right outside of currently right now. And then we're going to need to deploy a submarine. Okay, so let's get started. The hatch is shut. We have a little fuel in our thing, and let's go for an expedition route. Of course, you can't make it in 2 jumps. Let's do this in our newly formed Corvette with our minimal pieces. So let's see what we've got here. Oh, look at the hatch came open again. I don't know, they have not been able to fix that yet. Every time you turn around with these Corvettes, the hatch is open. Crota, son of Orcs. Just check. I just want to check and see if any of these planets have salvageable scrap and are not. It looks like Earth does. Ancient bones. We have to do an ancient bone thing. High sentinel activity, but not aggressive. Ooh, salvageable scrap. Super critical. Let's check that out. And then we're gonna go get some ancient bones from that other planet, probably. Because one of the other ones, I think in the 4th one, says that you will create, discover creatures, gather political research. One of these says I could have sworn one of these was to complete a skeleton, harvest sulfurine crystals, floating companion, derelict freighter, discover creatures, gather polished stone, reassemble a complete skeleton. So maybe we won't do ancient bones. So let's just go do a little salvage just because I want to, but we don't have to. This is we just talk about salvageable scrap. I just want to see if this is a decent planet to do this on. Because finding a decent planet to find salvageable scrap, well, it's hard. Ooh. So we're gonna go in and take a look and just see if this is if this thing's in good. One of the interesting things about the Corvettes that's different from your regular ship in No Man's Sky is the fact that they're so large. So what they end up doing... Oh, where did we land? So if you look at the landing gear, you can't land in normal place. Ooh, that's a strange way to land, but... Getting money. We could go into that transmission tower. I just want to see real quick if I see salvageable scrap, just to see if this is a good planet to go back to. Yep, there we go. And I just want to show you what we're talking about. We're gonna save here real quick. We will go find that one. I told you the expeditions are typically glitchy, so you have to be careful. Save as often as you 23:45. So that'll be 22, then add 44. The next one will be adding 88, right? And so the next one will be adding 99. Would be... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll be adding 176, which will make it 350. Did bad math. So if we go search this out, we will find a distressed ship, which means we will get more points when we get rid of this. It's not glitchy today. It's not glitchy earlier. But anyway, this does have salvage on it. I'm gonna take a little picture so I have the coordinates. There we go. So I can come back later, because it's all, like I said, it's always nice to have one of the planets that does not have a lot of signals, and that the weather is not bad. Most of the planets, if you go in and see, they have really bad weather. So the last thing we will do is we will, because we can come back, we will go to the space station so that we can teleport back instead of having to travel back. And then we're going to continue on our way. Is that copper? Yep. And since there's copper here, we'll just get it because you never look chromatic metal. Opportunity for chromatic metal. But those of us who have pennies, I guess that'll make them collector's items. Have jars full of pennies, so I think I'm going to probably keep them. My nieces, since they probably what they make worse. Alright. And if you remember from the other videos, we're filling the holes because there is terrain complexity. You see the little note. And so what that means is that when you start building, it remembers everything that you sort of destroyed. So you want to fill your holes. So if you want to build something, you have the there's a limit to how much you can build. And so it will not take that into account. That's hilarious that I have to go. Alright. Close the hatch. Alright, let's go get our new ship. Up, and then we'll go down. nanites. We talked about nanites as there being another form of currency. Very, very technology packages. They help get other types of things from the sky anomaly. Talk about that later. If you haven't played in the sky before. And let's check out our ship. Loot ship for functioning technology. Let's look at the data banks. Alright, hazmat gauntlet. We like that. That will allow us to get other things. Well, aquajets we should put in there before. We don't need that because that's going to go on the other ship. And now we have, see, chromatic metal, what did I tell you? And sodium nitrate. Don't have enough of that. Sodium. We'll worry about that later. Alrighty. Ooh, it's a B-class ship. Maneuverability, hyperdrive range. So normally you could look and see whether or not how it compares. You could either claim or swap. We'd be crazy to swap the ships. Hyperdrive range. So we're going to claim it. And then we're just going to go. Because like I said, at the end of the expedition, it takes a look at everything that you've collected. And then it translates it either into nanites or into money. Oh. That is something I forgot to do. Alright, so I said we would do one salvage if we could. Fossil bed. That's interesting. Salvage container. Let's get 1,000. 12:36. 5 minutes. This is definitely planet. So if it was a little closer, I would, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's call our buddy.
Radiation protection falling.
We talked about using our pets to help us get places faster. Especially having a flying pet is really cool, because what ends up happening is that you're less likely to fall into a hole, number one, and you can get to place quickly. Alright, which helps like in a place like this where you have toxic protection issues. Look at that. And we can go a little faster. Let's go a little faster. Just so I can glide over the mountains. Now we could take our ship, but every time you do that there's a cost to your launch, your thrusters and everything. And this didn't take very long. And this is a pretty ride. Nice and soft. And so this is how you would normally find salvage. You come to a planet for salvageable scrap. Like we did at the last one. Look, longshore thrusters, speedbird cowling. That's not bad. Alright, so that's what it looks like to do salvage. And we also get a little more points. have fossil beds here. Salvage container. So like I said, I just wanted to stop and see if the planet was any good. Have we scanned you, little guy? This is definitely a good planet. We'll come back and do some salvage if we need to. So we're going to jump on our friend there. Gently pat them. Give them a treat. And let's head back to our ship, which is this way. There we go. So we'll go back to the I don't know if I want to go back to the space station. I don't need to. Yeah, I will. Because I hate to need to come back and then not be able to come back. So we will, just because this is a good place to find Corvette parts and mine them, just remember you need hazard protection. But I'm really glad I got this pet because it really is making it easy when we need to go places. Most of your flying creatures cannot fly very high, so they have to hug the mountains. Alright. So there's the distress. We answered the distress beacon, and they left us a little present. There we go. Some Facium.
Radiation protection. Stabilizing.
There's a hatch. We have a refiner unit. We got all of that. Yeah, we have chromatic metals. We're gonna need to make some more. But let's first get rid of that rusted metal that we collected. Alright. And we will put this. Oh, that's right. We haven't switched primary ships yet. Okay, so now we can put Facium, and so that's why it was good that we have the storage locker. So now when we get stuff, we can just pop it over there. Move and stack. New components. Log of the Acadia. Alright. We'll move that at least from our suit into the starship for now. So do we need to do anything else with any of that? Nope! Oh, that looks good. Oh. The, he is done, and we need to make some chromatic metal. Or it's almost done. So then we will continue on the rest of the expedition, and we will reach the second rendezvous place after we go to the space station. So one of the cool things about Corvettes that you don't have with your other ships is, so I want to go to the space station. You see the little thing there, it's telling you where it is. I can tell it to autopilot and tell it to just go to the station. It'll automatically align there and just go. And if I want to get up and walk around and, for example, go to this refinery unit and get the stuff I put in there, I can do that. It will take us there and you don't have to actually drive, which is cool. Do we have other things? Oh, we needed to do a little more chromatic metal, so let's put that in there. And we were doing that so we could get the gauntlet. I think the hazmat gauntlets, I think, was the point of that. So we can put that in. 10 seconds left. Because we need 6 more for the hazmat gauntlet. We'll probably need more. No, let's just typically the way things go. Oh, we needed sodium nitrate. 20 sodium nitrate, so we have sodium. 45, that should be enough. And now we will get... There we go. Enough sodium nitrate, so now we can install our hazmat goggles. Excellent. Alright. So as you do your objectives, they in a log. Remember, that's the salvage site that we decided not to go to. Anywho, alright. So here we are. See, look, it took us right to the space station, and now we can initiate docking. Interesting, this expedition, they have closed out the space stations. All the stuff that's normally there is not there. Only the corvette build places, which is interesting. Like I said, the one thing I can do if I want to clear my cache, I can now, because I'm on the station, I can go into this and just transfer those oops. I can transfer those items into the corvette locker storage container. That's not what I was looking for. Yeah, it's talking trash. There we go. I needed to be off the ship. So then you could go and so then all of the pieces that you collect, or all the pieces that you have, you can keep here instead of them clogging up all of your stuff. I think I already have a mission radar, don't I? Let's look real quick. Because if not, we'll go into our corvette and we will install it. We already have one. Yeah, we already have one, so we don't need it. Alrighty. But we can always use that on another corvette. So let's close our hatch. Right. And let's go and finish this first one in the expedition, phase 2, and get to the location that we need to get to. This is the galaxy map. And there we are. Another dissonant galaxy. Alright. Oh, that's a nice freighter. Look at that. That's a very nice freighter. So it's telling us where we want to go. So I can tell the autopilot to go to rendezvous 2. See there? Watch. It's going to take us right here. So that makes it a little easier. And then, oh look, the hatch is open. That's a glitch, I think. And every time you turn around, that hatch pops open. See, look. Stay close. Alright. Close. Very good. I bet you when I sit down, I'm going to turn around and it's going to be open again. But anyway. Oh, look, now this is a good planet too. Look at that. Marine planet. This is probably a good place to do that fishing, but we don't have a fishing rod. Quartzite, lithium, cobalt. Oh, this is water. Wow. Okay, so it tells us to get into the water. Is that what we're doing? What's that over there? Reach the second rendezvous point. Okay. That's why we needed the aquatic jets from before. Alright. Look, the hatch is open. Isn't that crazy? Alright. Where are we supposed to go? Alright, into the water we go. Alright, we reached the rendezvous. I'm glad it didn't make us go down in there. Alright, so we are wherever we're supposed to be. Come on, let's go. Reward. Underwater survival blueprints. Okay. Let's go ahead and install those because apparently we're going to need them in a minute. Alright. So now what does it want us to do? Lost in time, we gotta find the ship. Okay, reach ocean depths. But we need to deploy a submarine to do that. We have a submarine though. Since we're already in the water, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's go up. And I think we had the ability to deploy to build a submarine, didn't we? Don't we have the prints for that already? Oh. You have to be careful with the ship because when you need 3 dihydrogen. Jelly, remember we talked about always having dihydrogen. One, 2, 3. There we go. Let's make a platform. There you go. And now we have... Alright. We deployed the... milestone complete. Okay. Let's see. What's that as a requirement? Oh, there we go. Collecting the reward. Marine shelter, some oxygen, and hydrothermal fuel. That's good because they want you to go someplace. So this one is like reach ocean depths. We need sea glass while we're down there. Underwater creature, so we'll scan while we're here. And was there anything else we needed to do in the water? I think we needed to do crystal sulfide, so we'll collect those while we're down there. We need 8 of those. So let's go do that while we're here. Did it give us something else we needed to breathe with? So that's the hydrothermal cells. The exocraft. That. I'm going to go ahead and maximize. Did we have wait a minute. We had that thing. Oh, no. Nautilus in there. Yep. Let's use that. That's good. I'm glad I didn't forget that. There we go. Nautilus. Alright, so let's go down, 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 down. Alright, so one of those was how far down can you go? We wanted to reach ocean depths and we need to collect sea glass. So we'll just keep going. See the depth in the bottom left corner says we're at 254. 370, 390, 400, 473, 500. There we go. 690, 700. All right, 800 units, 900 units. And there we go. We have explored the depths. Alright, so now we want to collect sea glass. Problem is, at this depth you can't stay out there very long, so let's see what it's going to have us do. So, because it's going to, I think it's going to give us what we need to collect the sea glass. Alright, upgrade exosuit. Alright. And we got a scanner and a movement module. Alright, that helps us scan. What does this do? That helps that. Multi-tool exocraft. And that helps us have a better backpack. You know how I like having good backpacks. Alright, I think we're going to get out and scan just a little bit. We need sea glass. And we need sulfide, crystal sulfide. There we go. And we need 8 of those. So we'll go in and we will get 8 of those. See how our health is going crazy. So being in the depths is not that good. What's that at 4? Mining beam. Normally you have come on, stop. Alright. To watch these, they erupt. When you get close to them.
Extreme heat damage detected.
And so we got 3 of those. Oh, I want it to tell me where the sea glass is. Use gather sea glass. There we go. Alright, it'll take us to where we need to go, but I want to see if there's any more crystal sulfide before we do that. Alright, so where's the Nautilin? So if you get there or you get a little far away, you can't find your ship or whatever, you can just summon your the Nautilin. See? So you don't have to go and find it. Alright. So what was I looking for now? I didn't mark it. Stupid girl. Alright. So let's mark it. So we want sea glass. We want to go that way. Left, about 165. Is that sea glass? What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, but look. Crystal sulfide.
Life support power low.
Okay, it says it's in range. We need to get 8 of these. Let's
Technology recharge.
and get those. Okay, that thing. Okay, so that is sea glass. So we need to get 5 of those. Because we're in deep water, we don't have the right stuff for that. So what happens is
Thermal protection falling.
alright, so we got 1 of those. remember you can also use your jets. I forget sometimes. Alright, I think we need to get back in the Nautilin just for a minute. Alright. So we move. Where did I know I just saw it. There it is. I think we need 5 of these. We also need, ooh, is there another one? Let's go get that one. And then if we find our another whatchamahickie, then we're done. At least in the water until we go fishing. I love fishing.
Thermal protection falling.
Alright, so we've got 5 sea glass, which was on our list. Alright, we're applying upgrade circuits. A new reward. That's nice. That gave us other stuff. Alright. Mining beam module. Put the main one there. We always want your shield to be upgraded, so what we'll be able to do. That was the bowcaster. We want to do that. Alright, so we're in good shape. Oh, wait a minute. Shield. Had forgotten about that.
Technology installed.
We need to do that for the shield, so when we get attacked. And I think this is a mining beam. It is. So
Technology installed.
and we'll remember to do that later. Okay, so now the last thing we need to find, I think underwater, is recorded underwater creature over 10 kilograms. Oh, that wasn't the other thing we needed to do. We needed 8 crystal sulfide. Right, I think we have 6. Yep, we have 6. So let's look at crystal sulfide. Crystal sulfide. There we go. Oh, that's one we already did.
Life
That's
support
interesting.
power low.
So let's go find another one. Notice we're not seeing creatures here. Now, might go out to see if there's some creatures. We do need to charge stuff though.
Technology recharge.
Alright. That's sea glass again. That's not what I'm looking for. We're looking for. Now you can't stay down in the Nautilin forever, by the way. If you see the power bar there. Oh, there's one. Alright. Thermal power. get it. Let me in this thing. Alright. So I think we've done almost all the underwater expedition items. We did that extra one there because remember what we did is we went ahead and read ahead. Now we use that. Ooh, pretty. Look at that. Oh, that's really nice. That'd be a good picture. Look at that. I don't know why it's red though. No. Oh, good. Recharge life support. I did recharge life support. It's gonna make me get out of the thing to recharge my life support. That's crazy. Alright. Now look at how beautiful this is. Oh, wow. Let's hide menu. And just look at that. That's something that No Man's Sky does so well. They have some really wonderful stuff. Alright, so let's hit back up. You can't tell that we're going up except for look in the bottom left corner where it says depth. So it's telling us that we are heading up, although you can't tell. But we did go ahead and scan and get the 10 kilograms. So we've done all of the underwater stuff except for the one that tells us to go fishing. And I want to see whether or not it gives us a fishing rod. I guess I could look. Let's see. Does it give us a fishing rod? Wonder projector. Mining upgrade. Why are we going in circles? Get back in the ship! It's sometimes this game. Alright, keep going up. Pretty fish. 700 units. 600 units. Now, if we really wanted to, because we've been getting those salvage units, we could just go buy a fishing rod at the anomaly and then come back and fish, because I think it said just catch 5 fish, but I'm not going to do that. But see what it says, construct a debris rangefinder to search for the fire ship Arcadia. So we'll have to do that. I think we already have one. So we're going to come, when we come back up, we're at 300 feet. When we come back up, we will go into space, we'll pulse around, and see if we can find the ship again. And we will mostly have done most of phase 2. And then we'll take a quick break and come back and do phase 3. Here we are, 18 feet. Well, alright, so here we are at the top. How far have we traveled? Where's our ship? There's our ship. So that's why when you're doing an expedition, it makes sense to go ahead and make sure you know what all of the requirements are. Because otherwise what will happen is if you try to do them in order, you'll end up having to go back. Or maybe you won't find the right planet or all this other kind of stuff. So typically the different tasks can be completed in the system that are sent to, except going to the next rendezvous bar. That tends to be. So when we're not on the platform, and we can, if we wanted to, summon not only, and if you wanted to make it pretty or whatever, it would allow you to do that. Alright, so where's our ship? Where's our ship? Ooh, there we go. Alright, there we go. the free dive. Getting back on. Ew. Getting in and out of your ship has been a challenge. But okay. Alright, so, like I was saying before when it almost drowned us, I'll get this stuff away. What was gonna I was gonna put this stuff away. Alright. So we will. There's the sulfide, there's this. I don't know if we're gonna need that or what we're gonna need that for, but anyway, it's done. I want to just check and see if we have anything that exocraft. Optical drill unit. Yeah, we do want to get closer to that. Hold on. This is fuel for the submarine. Very good. More fuel.
Recharge.
Make sure this is the right place. Yep. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So we did that because I would hate to have to come back and then redeploy. Alright. Close the hooch. Alright. So, relocate. So, like I said, now we're going to go up and do we have the debris thing, though? Oh, we have to create another one. Okay. So, it wants you to create this debris finder. So, we have to do metal plating, solar mirror, metal plating, solar mirror, and we make some antimatter. Alright, so that should be enough, right? Oh, quantum computer, I'm sorry. Oh, chromatic metal. That's why we went and got that copper. Right, to make sure we had, I want to make sure I have 75 copper. I'll put 100, there we go. That should be enough. It said it wanted 25 or something. We'll let the rest of that go. Just so we can make our mirror. Our computer. And now we can make rangefinder. There we go. Now we can go up. Alright. I don't know what that is, but I want to just see what that is. Is that a base? Somebody's base. Oh yeah, somebody did a base. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. Looky there. That's nice. Somebody did spend some real time here. That's really nice. Alright, let's not get lose focus. Alrighty, so what we need to do is to get into space, pulse our engine, and then we use the rangefinder. Oh look, the hatch is not open this time. Believe it or not. I personally don't believe it, but hey, whatever. Alright, so has encountered something in space. Coordinates, search the wreckage for log fragments and salvageable items. Oh look. It says there's a shoot the housing. Alright, heavy booster, that was cool. Is there like a log or something we're supposed to get? So, use for traces, performance by search wreck. Alright. Relocate the time loss wreckage. So, haven't we done that?
Oh. Technology recharge. To me. And it feels very glitchy. It should let me in because it says I'm there. Like I said, this is there. That's what I was trying to. That's what it wants me to find. Did you notice that? Ew. What's going on now? Oh, what's going on? Help! 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 What is going on? That was crazy. Alright, where's that thing again? Where's that piece? Oh, what's going on? Are they restarting me for some reason? What kind of craziness is this? Technology recharge.
That's what it wants me to get. There we go. There we go. Ah, that's crazy. Did you see how it was throwing me back out in space? So, see, because I already did the component housing for both of those and it already gave me stuff. Very, very crazy. Anywho, let's get back into our ship. Little glitchy. But it is No Man's Sky, so No Man's Sky Expedition. So you should expect occasional glitches, but regardless, it's still awesome. So we did get 2 components out there in space, 4 components out there in space. We will put them away. Put you away for now. Hull linkage, that's going to be a nice thing. So we'll be able to modify our ship or build another one. Alright, so we have completed all of phase 2 of the expedition. Looky there, we are collecting our reward. There we go, life support and some ion batteries. Thank you very much. And we collect a reward for phase 2. Excellent. So like I said, we'll take a quick break and then we will come back and we will start